Hi friends, welcome back to my garden. I'm Michelle, and today's project is this circle garden space here that I have in my backyard. Just to give you an overview, here is the first garden bed I got done this winter, the greenhouse, and then here's the second bed area with the raised bed and the other flower bed that I will be working on mulching soon in some other videos. But for today, I'm going to be working on this space here. I have a bunch of seedlings that I don't have anywhere to put at the moment, so I'm going to put them in here. I have some pincushion flower, two varieties. I'll throw a picture up on the screen. And then I have a pack of mixed zinnia that I started from seed, and it's like a rainbow mix perhaps. So I'm not quite sure if these two varieties of flowers are going to complement each other, but again, I need to get the seedlings in the ground somewhere, so I'm going to throw them in this space and see what happens. It was my intent originally to put coleus in here, but I can't get my hands on the coleus I want. And I did try to start some from seed, but I was unsuccessful. So I have a irrigation in here. I don't know if you can see. This is a 1/2-inch supply tube, and it pretty much runs around the whole circle. So I'm going to tap into that with some 1/4-inch emitter tubing and do an inner layer of that and an outer layer of that. In the inner area, I plan to plant the pincushion flowers because they can get quite large, and then around the perimeter I plan to do the zinnia. So let me show you what all of this looks like. Come along and let's work on this bed together. So as you can see, I've sort of tried to clear out the interior of the pine bark so that I can lay down some amenities and get my row of irrigation laid down, and also my flowers. But let me show you the seedlings. I started them in little 72 cell trays, and that wasn't quite cutting it, so I thought that they needed to be upsized, and I put them in this terracotta pot, and I think they're even struggling in here. I don't know if you can tell very well, but they're not very green in color. They have a lot of yellow going on, so they're just not getting enough nutrients, I think. And so I'm going to take them out of here and put them in the soil with some compost and fertilizer. So that will be next. Okay, they are all transplanted and watered in. So my approach here is this is a 1/4 inch tubing with emitters every 12 inches, and I believe the spacing for these pincushion flowers was 12 inches apart, so I used the irrigation tubing as a marker. I amended with black cow compost and some plant tone fertilizer and watered them in. I'm in the middle of the day, which is probably not the best time to transplant, so I will water again this evening when I come back out and transplant the zinnias. So I'll show you what that looks like too. Here is the bed with the pincushion flowers and the zinnias. I ran the 12-inch spaced irrigation tubing here and here, and so I planted a seedling at each emitter. I didn't mention this before, but I have 2 different varieties of pincushion flowers, and I tried to alternate, and then at the end I kind of got mixed up, so I have no idea what's going to happen. For the zinnias, they're a mixed variety, but I also had some little dwarf dahlia seeds. Not sure how tall they will get, so I didn't have quite enough zinnia to fill up the entire circle. So about every 3rd zinnia is a little dwarf dahlia seedling. Here's one of them. You can see they look a little bit different than the zinnia here. And I tried also to amend with the compost and the fertilizer. So now it's just a matter of trying to cover up with the pine bark. I wanted to switch out and do mulch, but I don't have time at the moment to do that because we are going out of town, and I'm trying to get the seedlings in the ground so that they can be watered. So the next update on this will be at about a week and a half from this point, and we'll see how they do, if they take or if they don't. But stay tuned and I'll show you how we're progressing. Here is the circle garden after about a week and a couple of days. I got everything planted and it's pushing some growth. Let me see if I can get close and show you here. So here are the little zinnias, and they're doing well. Come up a little bit, and the pincushion flowers are back here. Over here, these guys have a little more substantial growth to them, I think. But they seem to be doing well. They don't look as yellow to me. So hopefully they are eating up all the goodies I put in the ground for them. And here's one of the dwarf dahlia plants. So everything looks to be doing okay. We'll keep an eye on the garden here and I'll report back with some progress. I do see a little bit of bug disturbance here. One of these leaves is eaten a little bit, and I have had some bunnies in the garden, so I'm hoping they are not going to come over here and find these goodies. But anyway, here's where we are at about a week since transplanting. So stay tuned, friends, and I'll give you more updates as the circle garden progresses. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me give you a little view of our sunset that's coming. This is my most favorite time of the day. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day, evening, wherever you are. God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next one.